靠呀，哦。所以明天中午来找我。中午几点？1点。行啊。哦，红灯做原料。是的。Annoying. That guy is Sayoli, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. 这是我说那米，我说那几。You know that kind of friend you never see yourself making the day. 我觉得是翻译随时准备好，其实我不太想要太动脑，你知道吗？好啊，功能小啊！我首先听不懂日文、英文的，看什么英文？我们以前很常。网络三小啦。more and more。一楼是什么？哦，idol。所以这是自己念 idol。I was again, but I call you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You said that like you were thinking about ignoring me. いよいよボリブグビディオ。什么意思啊？哎呦 ，I guess you don't have it in if you to be man, even if you want to。什么？哈哈哈！买英格里西斯收费的。嘿嘿， I haven't been looking either. 안돼요. 안돼. Alright. Carefree 什么意思啊？ 买你嘞，明明。那副部长啊，文学部的副部长。Not that I was ever without she had any interest. 哼。哼。我大概看得懂啊，只是我还是想要稍微确认一下。哦。Airhead， 看嘞。Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. Eh? I glanced around the room. Where do you call me? To lecture club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sally always says nice thing about you. マジ？男不露。Yes, of course. Because this is freaking 文学部。Azuki. 那Ziki 写成中文什么？蔡月。Mature and timid, mature and timid, adventure. Mature.哦，成熟又胆小。Yes， 但是最贤惠的。Oh, my wife. We didn't know each other. Well, we really talked. But we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in the class. Smart, beautiful, and athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little shy. You're too, Monica. Come sit down for the video. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. Of course, Monica, man. I get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girl was a few desks arranged to form a table. As Ellie mentioned, it's been widened. So that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over the corner of the room, where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray, and Yuri opens the closet. Tray. A 盘子。Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil of the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cat. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little space of chocolate were used to make ears. Oh, it's so cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Hehehe. Well, you know, I just hurry and take one. Sally grabs one first. Then Monica, I follow. It's delicious! Sally talks with her mouth full and was already managed to get icing on the face. It's jokies, Sayuri man. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I felt it bite tongue. The ice is sweet and full of flavor. I wondered if she made it herself. It's really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Oh, wait. What are you thinking about me? I'm not like I haven't heard somewhere before. あ、これはツンデレですね。Made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did. Sayori said. Well, maybe. But not for you. No, you dummy. Alright. I gave up on that weird logic and dismissed the conversation. It returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully placed a teacup in front of each of us before sitting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teacher gives us a permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself intimidate. I really just trying to impress you. Intimidate. 为何？ That's not. Insulted. He looks away. I meant that you know. I believe. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad you really find these smiles to her in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So what made you consider to join the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayoli. Well, I haven't joined any club yet, and Sayoli seems to really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel alright. I feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for anyone. Oh, you are the club of the freaking president. Okay, good. Monica, you're so good, man. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member of any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debates club last year? Oh my god, 辩论社社长太屌了啦！哈哈。Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something personally and enjoy and make something special out of it, and encourage others to get into literature than fulfilling that dream. Oh, you are so good. Monica really is a great leader. You're also not in agreement. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out of the effort to start anything brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you are both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival and that's much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before I graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! Well, do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. These three. Maybe that's why they were all delighted by the idea of new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Borimito, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, I don't read. Considering how little I've read this past few years, I don't really have a good way of enjoying that. Manga, I muttered quite quietly to myself, half joking. Litsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What I'm saying, I spoke without thinking. After seeing you said smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuli? Well, let's see. You traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy world. I don't like it. By the way, me, if it's me, the level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. Until then, a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since that moment I walked in. But it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like lots of things. Stories with deep psychological element usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing? How a writer can so deliberately to take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimal level. 因为这种人蛮爱读书嘛，只能这样子乱掰，你知道吗 ？At this rate, you might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really, I wouldn't have expected that, Yuli. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I can't put it down. Surreal horror is even very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Surreal 什么意思啊？超现实的。I hate horror. Oh, what's that? Well, I just let the kid's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about good things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looks like you were working on the poem called Don't say it out! And give that back. Fine. 你的设计师标题是什么东西？your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as good as you are. Sally sidled up behind Natsuki and put her hand on her shoulder. I don't think I'm not cute. 可愛くないよ。 That's the key. You write your own poems? Eh? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I don't think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. That's the key. Avert her eyes. Avert. You wouldn't like them. That's a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Showing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The trustiest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe. If you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. 緊張している。I guess it's the same for Yuri. Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri looks quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of your own. The next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That's where everyone is even. 这样就平等了。Yeah, let's do it. But now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bonds of the club. Isn't that right, Morning Radio? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still some problem. What's that? Now that we are back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. 这一句我就看不懂，那 bluntly 是什么意思？I never said I would join this club. Sally may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. 为什么你要这样破坏气氛啊？他妈四个美女也不香吗？ I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought. Hey, video, you all undeveloped against these girls. And defenseless 啊，我对这些女的毫无招架。Windows 下去再加 T 哦，太那个了。How I'm supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this？ 没错。他妈四个女生泪眼汪汪的看着我，我要怎么做出一个清晰的、明智的决定？That is if writing poems is the price I need to pay in the order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the lyrical club. One by one, the girl lights up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sally wraps her arms with me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the Literature Club. Oh, thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone, remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next morning, a meeting, so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. But I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. yeah. 这样应该这样。Can I really impress the class? Stare Monica with my made you writing skills. 什么中等的还是什么意思？平凡的 mediocre。I already feel the anxiety building up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Julie and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Burrito says we're already here. Do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sally and I never walk home together anymore because she was there after school for clubs. Sure, my dear so. With that, the two of us depart the classroom and a club room and make our way home. The whole day my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sally, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. 我直接预言了，哈哈哈。Well, I'd really be happy spending every day of after school in the literature club. Perhaps I have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Answer 4. Back and forth. Alright. I just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure when good friendship will find me. I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. So what poem is it? It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Okay. 先让我他妈的 save 一下故事。Extraordinary. Scar 是什么？伤疤。Vibrant.啊，是看我要攻略谁对不对？ 那我要找那个啊，莫妮卡。干，等一下的。Summer， 为什么 Summer 是你呀、啊？Dark, of course not. Warm, yes. Hot, yes. Electricity. Hope, yes, hope. Extreme marshmallow. Childhood memories. Captive. Captive 不是你啊 Starscape, ocean scars, vivid. Beauty. Fever. Tragedy. Why you tragedy, man? Why ya? Romance. Desperation. A depression. Who depression? Judgment. You depression. (26) 再见，26贝塔2吧，再见。它要开始更新了哦，加内26贝塔2，就是你最后一次在我身边的所有装置最后一台26了，你全部都往27走了。Nibble, grief, pain. Why？ 为什么你全部都是负面的词啊 ？Uncanny. Sugar, jump, blanket, family, anime。好，你是 anime。哦，对了，刚刚我说漫画的时候，他有看我。Determination, pleasure, profit, shame, peace, death。你看啊，全部负面词啊，有这样子的。Clumsy, marriage, comfort, defeat。你看，干这有点恐怖哎。Passion， 然后有热情，不是这样子选一选就觉得有点恐怖，叫 sadness， 伤心。好 ，OK， 太棒了。Disaster， 好 ，None the you。Vacation, nightgown. Empty, vibrant. Heartbeat. Socks, kiss. Who kiss? Whisper. 谁神秘啊？哎，为什么你 ？Cheeks. Forgive， 原谅 ，party。Anger， 好 ，anger。Sweet， kanji nature scene。Kitty， flee。 雪蓉。Hi, comparing video. Glad to see you didn't run away. 等一下，哈哈。Nah, hey, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. When I'm back at the club, I was about to come in, so everyone else is ready. Hang out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Borrudio. I hope this isn't overwhelming of commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you are not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sally told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here or hang out or what. But if you don't take this seriously, then you won't see the end of it. That's a key. You certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. To defeat it, Natsuki pops back into her seat. Don't worry guys, good video. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dare Sally, that's because of your room is so messy and distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come you and your brother can become good friends too? Sayuri. As usual, Sally seems obvious to the weird situation she just put you into. Oh, so you didn't even brought you something today, you know? What was it really? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What's it? Never mind. Sally makes it sound like a big deal when it's not really not. I'm sorry, Yuli wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It makes me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I don't make a big deal of it if you don't want it to me. Alright, well here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss if you want it. 很害羞. This is how's a girl accidentally being so cute. She even picked out a book she thinks I like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I definitely need to read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to keep off down some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sally and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yulif's face is already buried in the book. Yeah. Buried in the book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki's meandering around the closet. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I stopped down to the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something that should be related to myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the books you gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in Charlie's conversation with Monica. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though. Well, I can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone's interest in the about. I just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative mind. That doesn't solve the problem though. Eh? What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a lyric event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know. After they come, we can do the thing to speak their creative mind. What's this? Sally is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. That's a good point. In that case, you don't think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could cupcakes. Ahaha, good thinking. Natsuki will love to do that. Hey, you're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggest it? That wasn't why you suggested in cupcakes speaks to my creative tummy. Cupcakes is it. It is then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. At the end, Sally is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all. Sally can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up making her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Wow, cool idea. I opened my eyes to find solid space beyond my vision. I nearly fell out my chair. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're standing up. Let's get on you. Now that you are in the club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know. You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true though. Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. But that's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Eh? Not every day? That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? That is a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefits of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, sorry is written all over you. Eh? Sally glances around herself. That's written all over me. This morning. Look, your hair sticking out all around here. Eh? I ran my fingertips on the side of Sally's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. The hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right here. I stay with my finger, but nobody would never notice that. Of course they would. Nobody gonna tell you because it's big. About it because they don't want to embarrass you. Unfortunately, I really don't care about it. Don't care about that. Hey, you meanie! And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori, why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Haha. That's super mean. Well, sorry, but you thank me later. I started to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you change your mind. 哦，光有镜头太香了吧 This is so funny. What's this? Well, I just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does this kind of things. Eh? I don't say that. You makes me feel weird about it. Stupid. It's okay though. I'm happy you wear like this on you. I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? I did when I bought it. Sigh. If you ever buttoned it, you will have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boob gets bigger than my kid. Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now, see. Why does it feel strange to see solid blazer buttons on the hat? But it's just stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Sally hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Phew, that's so much better. That's so much better. Sally puts her arms out and lie around. Twiddle. Twiddle. Trio. 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 Twelve. 12. 12. 12. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I have a girlfriend, a good boyfriend, then he wouldn't be even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would. Anyway, so that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. Eh? I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine. It's a deal. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. Yes, of course, man. What you said? Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You are doing it again silently. Oh, but just joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, anyway. Everybody, when it comes out and comes out, why don't we share the poems we wrote down? Yay! Very, I can't wait to read yours. Yes, Sam. I feel to sound enthusiastic, but Sally still draws a way to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah, my reaction out. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's really ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sally and Monica enthusiastically pour out their poems. Sally's is a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook.
我跟你，
嘿，
你知道我的心意放在阿忠的身上吗？
好枪，
是啊，怎么办？
寄过来啊，
干，
抠腰。
所以我会拿到超臭的衣
啊，然后干有够恶心，啊，里面有什么？
服而已啊。
啊，这衣服。
没事，还好他那个我已经有帮他，就是有洗过，因为你们那天不是玩水嘛，
有
料，
所以我有泡水用过的。
哦，
没有还好。然后第二天我也没有流什么汗，而且
超安，等一下，
我印象中啊，我是没有上过厕所的。
进来装包，装包有钱，直接装。
那裤子
，nice。
第二天我就没上过什么厕所。
打 A，
然后我刚拿暴徒进去，在那边走射，他射爆我。
夸张。
漂亮啊！
打 A 的话要两边都走 ，elbow 跟那个面都要走。
OK，
你们在5排
可以先优先下这一颗了。
阿忠，
我再下。
阿忠的话没有，是两边要就是快要到的时候两边一起下。阿忠要走 elbow 那边比较好进。
等一下，我抽一下，
挡一根哦。
来分，
哎呀，那么屌！
要提速。
我被竞技能哦。
左边好像有一只。
哦，我去中路，还有一个。
哎，不能哦，中路爆了。
干没吃到，靠背。中路一个过了，
等几个，好。
干，为什么？傻小，我们人都还没看到我就死了。
在哪里啊？
他在
哪里？阿忠走快！
等一下。
啊靠，我没办法捡。
没事啊，你跟脸上，
近点。
帅啦！
强，
在家里，他们家应该在家。
我知道，听到了。
帅啦，杰哥。
有喽。
听声辨位啊！
如果下一局还要打 A 的话，近点要记得查那个铁箱后很容易躲人。右边，对那个。
OK。
那边很容易躲人。
加油！我要继续学习英文。
有我每次都会在那里背，我每次都会在那里背。
我在学习英文啊！干你啊，这个游戏只有英文。
有啊 ，mental skin，I need the mental skin。Hello。
啊，你玩到可怕的了吗？
还没，你有玩到可怕的？
我没有玩啊，这我知道剧情是什么。
我不知道啊，我知道是有可怕的，可是我就
谁漏音啊？漏那超大音的。
我是我。
他，而且他很屌，他强行篡改你的文件，超屌的。
好，进去哦。
那么屌。
好，
我去看一下，拜拜。
哎，扔出来了。
风在下面。
到底什么东西呀？
玩传说。
对啊，玩传说。
打喽。
啊，你什么时候考照
谁
？8月。
你们两个。
8月底，还没讲。
哦，考研8月底啊。哎，你们两个嘞？29。干我23呢，然后我现在完全没刷题。
我也没刷题啊。
我没刷题。他上那个
教练没叫我刷，教练没叫我刷，我就没刷。
哎，你们
要上那个什么课的？就是那个
你们那个什么啊？你们去
膨胀啊！
我要把这个心跳管给这禁掉。他们还没来。
你们去道路教室了吗？
有啊。
我们还可以进海里耶。
靠腰，哎干！我剩不到几天，然后教练还没跟我去道路教室过。
刚刚道路教室，我他妈开50，教练才叫我慢一点。
爆冲啊！
我
林志祥开很恐怖啊，真的不错。
第一次就很紧张呗，
很紧张，他人很快，
就是紧张是才。
哎，你们那个教练的车没有把它锁紧一点哦？
还可以锁紧一点。
我们我那个车子锁超紧，我踩超用力，然后才20，我只那个手排。按
靠手排还是靠自排？
手排啊。
哦。
那你？
插他。操。
手牌啊，那到时候道路驾驶会给你指导。
要走。
哦，对啊。
对啊，该走喽。
好，你们不吵你们继续加油，拜拜。 On the other hand， 我那个弱车核心的 composition network。I can already see Monica's handwriting from where I sit. Not taking unusually reluctantly complete as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. So should I show particularly fast? 先让我 save 吧，这边感觉是需要 save 的。 Let's see, Monica. I should start with Monica. Yesterday she seemed eager to read my poem, and I want her to know I'm putting in effort. Hi, Warren Video. A very good time so far. Yeah. Good, glad to hear that. By the way, since you all knew and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the few follow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Sorry about reading it. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yes, that's true. I hand every Monica my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. It's Dacia. You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common. Well, we may be good friends, but Sally and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case, but maybe there are also some similarities that you aren't. Similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show in difficult ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. So sure you're not reading into it too much. I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuli. But in any case, Sally's writing has kind of gentle feel to it. I can't tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that everyone's so happy or enjoying sad things too. Yeah, that's totally unexpected. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles. That always helps you find what suits on you most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impression or not or anything. Anyway, don't you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims that not be very good. Well, that's because I have sounds confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction, the sparkle, protrudes. A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I was at home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I real blind. Like a film laid out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas are already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole.我看一下他的那个是不是都是？It's just stupid to be stretching forever into everything. I hope influence. 很厉害。So what do you think? It's a very free form, if that's what you call it. So I'm not really the right person to ask for big feedback. It's okay, yeah. That kind of style was gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is a lot of poems have been putting a few emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed outside, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. Blah blah. It's something like that. Epiphany. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Tip of the day. Sometimes when you are writing a poem or story, you bring it to fixate and the specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you will never make it progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this: if you keep your pen in the same spot for far too long, you just get a big dark puddle of ink. So if you move your hand and go with the flow, that's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. 好，先这样吧。嘉玲。